This message is absolutely full of red flags, both legally and psychologically. It reads less like a cooperative family email and more like coercion, undue influence, and manipulation around a trust estate matter. Breaking it down like a Florida probate ADA litigation panel would. Major red flags in this message. 1. Coercion, conditional promises. She won't do anything unless you show her you are willing to cooperate. Maybe if you come down to Miami, we can ask Belinda to give us money to give to you. This is textbook conditional manipulation, dangling basic rights or money owed in exchange for compliance. 2. Improper handling of trust estate assets. Belinda will transfer her rights in your trust over to Danny. Beneficial rights under a trust aren't something to be casually transferred like that. If Belinda has power, she's either misusing it or they're misrepresenting what the trust allows. 3. Threats of exclusion. If you don't cooperate again, you will not be involved, nor have control whether to leave out of the trust because the judge will make the decision. This is a direct threat to disinherit or cut you out, likely false but designed to scare you into signing papers. 4. Pressure to sign at a consulate. Come down to the consulate with us. Rushing you into a consulate setting in Miami, Colombia to sign papers is highly suspicious. It suggests they want you in a setting where they can control the narrative and push you to sign something without independent review. Number 5. Gaslighting and psychological manipulation. Throwing legal terms around is pointless. It blows my mind you don't understand. They're undermining your right to use legal protections while positioning themselves as the only ones who understand. This is a classic silencing tactic. 6. False urgency, manufactured pressure. The process will take 3 times longer. We'll have to sell the apartment to pay. Fearmongering, exaggerating consequences to push you into hasty compliance. 7. Improper promise of rent money. We can maybe ask her to help you with $10K for rent. Trust distributions should follow the trust document and Florida fiduciary law, not be dangled like a carrot if you sign away rights. 8. Conflict of interest, collusion. Once this is all done, Belinda will give your stuff to Danny and you don't have to deal with her. This shows they're openly colluding with each other about redistributing your beneficial interest without your consent. Legal concerns under Florida law, breach of fiduciary duty, FS, Pact 7 and 36.801 et sic. If Belinda is a trustee, she owes you loyalty, impartiality, and full disclosure. Threatening exclusion or conditioning distributions is a violation. Undue influence doctrine, in Re Estate of Carpenter, 253 So D 697, FLA, 1971. The message shows multiple Carpenter factors: isolation, insistence on secrecy, and pressure tactics. Fraudulent inducement. Pushing you to sign at the consulate under misleading pretenses could invalidate any document executed. ADA barrier. If you have documented disabilities, pressuring you into oral in-person signings without accommodation could constitute disability-based coercion. Panel consensus. 5 Florida expert perspectives. Probate litigator. This is coercion and a setup for undue influence. Preserve all communications as evidence. Civil procedure expert. If they pressure you to sign, that's voidable. File notice to court to preserve jurisdiction and prevent unauthorized modifications. Trusts and estates attorney. Their Belinda will transfer her rights line makes no sense under Florida trust law. Red flag that they're misrepresenting the trust structure. Constitutional ADA lawyer. Denying your ability to use legal terms and pressuring in-person compliance violates your ADA rights to accessible communication. Strategist. They're trying to isolate you into a corner. Your leverage comes from not signing anything under duress and instead forcing discovery. Bottom line. This is a highly manipulative, coercive attempt to rush you into signing away rights in a trust estate. Every sentence is either a veiled threat, gaslight, or dangling of money. Would you like me to convert this into a professional, court-ready, red flag analysis memorandum with citations and procedural framing that you could later attach as an exhibit in a 15th Circuit filing to show evidence of coercion and undue influence?